Let's start with your reading, Sagittarius. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Make sure to check out the readings for all of your signs in order to get a better understanding of your overall situation. Now, let's look into the energies around you and the upcoming events for you. Okay, the energy at the bottom of the deck is Judgment, followed by the Four of Swords. And what I see here right away is a change in perception. One or multiple people are starting to maybe regret their actions, their words, and wish they could go back in time to do something that maybe would trigger a different outcome in the present today. There is regret, there is some sort of sadness, but also unexpected determination. That's what I see here. In a situation where maybe the both of you feel very distant right now, a connection that might feel almost impossible to bring back together. Too many shattered pieces, too much has happened, but is it really over? We'll have to see, because with these two energies, there is a lot going on, a lot moving, many pieces moving around you, and maybe there is more to happen here. Whether it's going to happen together or not, we will see. Now, let's see the energy in the center of the reading. Four of Cups and the Emperor. So, there is something with this person that maybe in the past you would not look at. Maybe right here we see how you wanted to focus on the positives. In fact, right here with the Four of Cups is not looking at signs, not interpreting the situations for what they really are, but trying instead to distort the vision of the situation itself a little bit to get to a different outcome. I definitely see here that you've had very happy times in this relationship, but were you really happy though, Sagittarius? I believe that you really thought you were at some point, but something here seems very, very toxic. You thought you could fix this over time, that you would have been with this person together forever. You were committed, and that's one thing that I love about Sagittarius, how once you commit to someone, you truly feel that that commitment is going to last forever. And this is because of your optimistic type of nature, which is great. You were very optimistic, but sometimes you fail to see the issues here. You thought that love meant to overlook certain behaviors, but loving yourself instead is very, very different. Maybe loving them or helping them loving themselves, yes, that was the right approach. But what about you? What about what you needed and what you wanted? I think that overall, you're both learning a lot from this connection. And not just you, but as I was saying, also this other person. This was someone who was not able to be compassionate, to empathize with you, and to put themselves in your shoes. That's why you were maybe behaving blindly, perhaps. I see you trying to compensate their behavior. They were always negative, pessimistic, catastrophic, perhaps. Every time you would criticize them or you would have an argument, they would always walk out the door and leave. And so right here, you were just trying to do the opposite, trying to balance that situation. But you were trying to balance someone who has a lot of ego and pride. And that's hard to do. That's very hard to do. So in your focus position, let's see what we have. Justice. Yep. I do believe that right now, at least, your focus has changed a lot. Your overall approach has changed here. You have started looking at this situation for what it really is. And you start making decisions that are going to benefit you as well in the long run. I feel that right here, you have started to understand how to move on, where to focus on you. And so you might be blaming yourself now to have allowed something like this to happen, to have allowed this person to maybe treat you in a specific way. But as long as you see the problem and you work to fix it, you are absolutely on track, Sagittarius. We all make mistakes, especially when it comes to love. Trust me, we see things for what they're not. We allow certain things that in other situations we would not allow. So obviously here, don't blame yourself. You are moving, which is good. And perhaps you have already cut this person off your life, out of your life, because you also think that they don't care that much, that they will move on quickly and easily. This is the emperor we're talking about. If they lose something along the way, they have a whole empire. They will survive, and they always feel like they never need anyone, really, right? It's always like everyone is replaceable around me. But although they appear strong and confident and full of themselves, honestly, I feel that here soon, with that judgment energy, they will actually realize that you were more important to them than they initially realized at first. So right here, we have something different coming up. Now, in your past position, the Fool, okay. So from this card, I see that you want to just go back to your previous self, to your original element, to your adventures, perhaps to be single, to meet new people and try new things. You want to walk without that heavy baggage on your shoulders, that burden that this person instead always gave you. And you were the only one trying to carry this burden. They didn't do much to help you. They didn't do much to contribute into this relationship. And right now you realize all of that. And so, although this is in the past, I see you wanting to reconnect to that. Ready for a new chapter, a new life, It's a new dawn, it's a new life, and you're feeling good. You feel confident, and you feel attractive again. Right here with this Fool card and its impact in the present, I really feel and see you saying, you know what? I got this. I got this. I'm a Sagittarius. I can do this. I just need to be optimistic, need to look for people and situations that set me free. Do not give me this type of burden that this person instead was giving to me. And so that is absolutely beautiful. Now, in your strength position, King of Cups. So this is very interesting because what this card is telling you is to be fluid, to be flexible. Be ready to change something in your thinking, to something in your behavior very soon. In fact, usually this type of message comes up when something unexpected is about to come your way. And perhaps it will make you question a couple of things. It could be a temptation or something that will remind you of a very emotional time. And so the strength of the King of Cups is knowing how to handle all sorts of emotions, the good and the bad ones especially. When you're able to just have a shield, or better, no shield, because shield means that you are rejecting certain things. When you're able to take all the energies that come to you, even the bad ones, and transform them into something that makes you grow, that makes you happy, that's better than money. That's something that makes you happy and keeps you happy a long time. So right here, something is coming your way which will make you question certain things, and perhaps you will have to evaluate these new events before moving forward. So let's see what this is going to be. Supporting the reading, supporting the message, Three of Swords reversed. So here we actually see that what is coming your way might still be this person who is not able to let you go, who's not able to move on. Now, regardless of how much time has passed, and regardless of the fact that they might have had someone new as well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what they do on the surface. Underneath the surface, this broken heart is still very much alive. I definitely perceive this person as having a very masculine energy, regardless of their gender. It just means that they're refusing to appear weak, appear as who they really are. You know, they do not want for you to see this broken heart, but at the same time, they feel it deeply. And this rejection, this denial is not going to help them at all. So coming towards you, Ace of Swords, back to that King of Cups. Here it goes, an unexpected message, communication, something that maybe will say something very harsh or at least very direct. But overall, what we see here is just someone who's desperately trying to connect or reconnect with you. And this is going to be somewhat of a turning point into a situation where maybe you thought everything has happened, nothing new is going to happen, this is it with that person. But this might open a portal to something else, to a different timeline, to a different dynamic between the two of you. And so let's see what this is going to be. But overall, don't forget your path, your journey, Sagittarius, because regardless of you maybe evaluating a potential possibility to go back to this person or not, you never have to lose that full energy, because I feel that right now this is very much you, someone who wants to be free emotionally, not regarding the connection, just emotionally in your life, in your path. You want to be able to be happy and to not have someone who controls you or someone who tries to tell you what to do and how to feel. Keep that energy regardless who you end up with, and you'll be successful. But back to this Emperor and that Ace of Swords, what is going to happen there? What should you expect in the near future? Let's also see how this energy and events coming towards you are going to impact your distant future. Is this something you should be afraid of, or just something that it's going to give you more context and it's going to maybe change your mind on few things? Let's see what's coming up and how it's going to evolve in the distant future as well. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Sagittarius, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every single week, I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. All right, Sagittarius, look at this card. The bridge energy from the current energies to the future energies, the lovers. We definitely have something here which talks about someone who doesn't have an alternative to you. Right here, someone is thinking, no one compares to my Sagittarius. Not even a little bit. And so obviously that's a tough realization to have after behaving in the way that they have behaved with you up to this point. So how is this realization going to impact this person's approach, actions, words? Obviously right here, you need to keep that balance within you, Sagittarius. That's important. You need to prioritize yourself, to put yourself at the top of the list, without compromising that anymore. Here, if that's something that maybe you have learned, is how important it is to love yourself first, how impossible it is to work, or actually better, to give love to someone else before loving yourself. That's just not possible. And here you got the proof of that. But something has changed into this dynamic. So I want to look into things. First of all, what's coming up here and how it's going to develop. But also with this new energy that you are adopting right now with a Fool, there is something right there coming your way, which is going to be the reward of everything that right now you don't want to deal with anymore, of this newly found confidence and energy. So let's see what this is about, but let's see also where this full energy and card person is actually going towards in the future. How is this new approach going to develop in the future? First of all, let's clarify this Ace of Swords, Lovers, and Five of Swords. Oh my god. Okay. Sagittarius. This is actually important. This is something that you should definitely think about 2 times, 3 times, 4 times before coming to conclusion, because what is coming towards you has a lot of layers. And so the first reaction that you might have to it might be wrong. So this is what we're seeing right now.